unlucky because it didn't come anywhere near as high as I thought. I've been fortunate to come below the black actually to avoid the cushion again. If I was playing for the black, I would have played to be slightly above the black, because even though it's better to be below the black, the chances of moving the white that distance and landing slightly the wrong side of the black or straight, where I'd need a big screw shot, are too great. So I'd have preferred to play for this big window here, window of position here, so that I've got a big chance then to have a nice angle to go back up to the red. Yeah. This side there's a very small window of ideal position. It's only about 2 inches. Anything more than that, I'm really a bit too thin for comfort. Do I stun it? Do I roll it? Do I roll off the cushion? Very small margin of error there. And then again, this one, going up for the yellow on 147, you're basically, you want to leave the angle where you're, I would play the angle to leave, but I'm having a stun shot. Yeah. If I play the angle a bit less thin half ball, where you're just playing follow through, the angle is more acute and harder to see the angle. If you're slightly off on the cue ball, the follow through path with the cue ball won't go perfectly to the yellow, so you need side and all that type of thing. I prefer to keep this angle parallel with the top cushion, then I'm bang behind the black, I can see it, nice little stun shot off the cushion, get the cushion here, up to the yellow. That's alright for the stun shot, and I know in my mind that if I place the red on the cushion, the camera can't see it actually, but anyway, red on the cushion, it's about there. That's it. And obviously I'd never have missed the colours, so that's important. But does that give you some idea of the care you need to take and some of the things you need to think about?
Yeah, I think that window's important. Give yourself as much margin for error.
Yes, and some shots here you will have a very, very small margin of error. But you need to know what your margin of error is in the first place. And that's where this kind of thought, what I recommend you do, instead of getting too bogged down with this in the game, do this in practice for half an hour. At least it trains your mind into that detailed way of thinking, that sort of artistic way of thinking where you appreciate all the subtleties and nuances of the game. Yeah? And then what you'll find is your concentration will improve because there's more to think about, you see. One of the reasons you'll find your concentration isn't that good yet to make centuries regularly is your mind doesn't know where to park. Your mind doesn't know what to think about. So it just drifts off into holiday in California. But if you've got all this to think about and consider and conceptualise and plan, you have much less time to think about and be distracted. Does that make sense? Yeah. So in a way it's an aid to concentration. And I would suggest the other thing is that really helped me, I didn't do it for many years, but a friend of mine suggested I do so, is count when you're at the table. Count the break you're on. How I do that, every time I pot the ball, when I'm standing up from the table, I count in my mind what the break is. If I miss the ball, if I'm on 47, I miss the ball, when I stand up I say 47 in my head. It's an insurance against an opponent who can't count properly, and avoiding all those arguments. It's also, I found a way to, it really helps my rhythm and concentration and kind of enthusiasm to make a break. If you're not thinking about the score, it's, oh, here's another ball, nice and boring. If you counting, it's 30s, 40s, 50s, yeah? So that would only be the other thing that I think could really help you, motivate you as well. Any questions? No? Okay, good. Excellent stuff. Well, it's been my pleasure to be here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. I hope that's given you some ideas that would help you maximise your break building ability. Yeah? Good stuff.
And we can go